Hello YouTube, look what followed me home. It's a Dell laptop. It is an Inspiron 1525. Yep, it's an old bugger, but this one is pretty much in mint condition. The hinges are still very tight, as you can see. I'm trying to move the screen, but the whole laptop actually moves. Let's correct that. There you go. Very tight, still original. So yeah, how did I get this machine? Might be a good place to start. Well, my girlfriend had a client where she was visiting with a couple of Macs, and they sort of showed this thing. They were like, "Is there still something you can do with this?" And she was like, "Meh, I could at least harvest the parts out of it." So she decided to take it home, and well, one thing led to another, and now I have it here to do some testing on and whatnot. And yeah, I kind of always wanted one of these because they just look very cool, and they're pretty much the only consumer-grade Dell laptop that I would like to own. There are not really many consumer-grade laptops that I really like, but this is actually one of them. So yeah, there is a possibility that this thing will be mine at some point. This is the very base model. It has an Intel Celeron 540, 1.8 GHz, or 1.86, single core. It has Windows Vista Home Premium on it, or Vista Ultimate actually at the moment. 32-bit of course, 2 GB of RAM, 160 gig Western Digital hard drive I believe. Integrated Intel video. The battery still holds a charge, lasts about 30 minutes. The top is pretty much, well, it's white by the way. It's pretty much unscuffed, just some very small marks. It's a little bit dirty, it needs a little bit of a good cleaning. But there are barely any scratches on the lid whatsoever. It's pretty much in mint condition. In terms of wear on the trackpad and on the touchpad, well, take a look. When you scroll the light there through, you can easily see that there's absolutely zero wear on there. And the buttons still feel pretty solid. Left feels a little bit mushier than the right, which is to be expected. As far as I know, this laptop wasn't really used much. I believe this was purchased in late 2007 when it was made. And, well, it was pretty much not really used all that much, because the previous owners apparently got an iMac at the same time, and they pretty much used that machine all the time. So this one was pretty much superfluous, so, you know, that's good. Well, let's do a little bit of a port tour on this thing. Yeah, the lighting conditions are crap. You know what, let me fix this. I'm going to put up this camera thingy on a tripod of sorts and get some better lighting fixed. Okay, this is a much better angle, got some better lighting going on. Let's take a better look at that top cover. You can pretty much see how absolutely spotless this is. It's absolutely amazing looking. But yeah, we're going to do a ports tour. So here on the side we have the charger port, 2 USB 2.0s, a VGA, Ethernet modem, HDMI, FireWire. On this side we have a Wi-Fi Bluetooth toggle, express card slot, the DVD-ROM drive, which is also a burner. We have an S-video out, and 2 more USB 2.0 ports for a total of 4 ports. A big vent on the back, a Vista key on the bottom, and on the front, of course, we still have some ports left. Dual headphone ports, which is actually pretty nice. Microphone port, and an SD card reader right there. So yeah, I already touched on the specs a little bit. So it's an Intel Celeron M. It's very slow. And 1.86 GHz single core. There we go. 2 gigs of RAM, which is, well, there we go. It's just enough-ish. 160 gig hard drive is more than adequate. And that Intel GMA isn't actually as bad. This is the X3100 and not the GMA 950, like a lot of laptops at the time used. This is actually a little bit faster version of that. By the way, it does take a hefty amount of Core 2 Duo CPUs if you wanted to upgrade it, which is very much a plan. So now it has that Intel Celeron M, and I'm looking at upgrading it to something along the lines of a T7600, maybe a T8300, T9300 is even supported by this thing, so that's pretty cool. It pretty much supports most of the T series of Core 2 Duo CPUs, as long as they're socket P and 800 MHz frontside bus or less. Then they'll work in this laptop. It's running the latest BIOS from somewhere December 2009. So all the CPUs that were made up until that point are supported. I believe the Core 2 Duo was superseded by the i7 in late 2008. So there shouldn't be a lot more mobile Core 2 Duo CPUs released after that particular date. I don't think. So yeah. Running Windows Vista Ultimate right now. It's pretty slow. It's acceptable at least. Till Celeron 540 1.86 gets a 3.1 for the graphics. CPU still manages to get 4.1, which is roughly as high as 3 GHz hyper-threaded Pentium 4, believe it or not. So it's actually not bad for a Celeron. Well, it's only got a meg of cache, so it's not all that stellar. Does have Wi-Fi built in. It's wireless G, I believe, which is a little bit shitty. You know what? Let's actually connect to a wireless network here. And to verify. By the way, one thing I really like about these laptops is the keyboard. I could really use these things for typing, no problem. Right, that had to be cut short a little bit. The thing is, before I actually went to test out which Wi-Fi card is in this thing, I figured out that I had this thing laying around. So a couple days ago, I actually ordered some Arctic Silver thermal paste for about, I don't know, €6 including shipping. It actually shipped me this, which is an Intel, let's see, 7260 dual band wireless AC mini PCI Express card. That's pretty awesome, because these things go for like 30 to 40 euros here. And yeah, so they pretty much gave me this for almost free. And what I'm thinking about doing is I've got my Dell Latitude E6400. I'm thinking about putting this in that laptop and putting the wireless N card from that thing into this 1525 if it supports mini PCI Express. It probably does. I don't know. I've never actually taken one of these apart. And I'm totally derping all over the place, but yeah, it is in fact an Intel wireless G card, so it does need some upgrading because I can't really live with wireless G anymore. Nor should anyone in this world, I think. But yeah, that's pretty much the laptop. I'll just show you a quick CPU Z here, and that'll be in the video. Just want to make an overview of it, so you guys can see that it's actually in my possession, sort of. That's the Celeron M Conroe L 1.86 965 chipset, 2 gigs of DDR2 running at 533 because the CPU can't frickin' handle any faster. So yeah, that's pretty much the Dell Inspiron, or Inspiron 1525 15-inch notebook computer. I love these machines, I really do. This thing really needs a CPU upgrade though, because it's slow as all hell on this Celeron. It peaks at 100% CPU usage very, very often. So I'm really thinking about changing the game on this, putting in a better Wi-Fi card and a better CPU, and it should be a lot more durable. These things are great to type on. These keyboards are absolutely marvelous. And this one has 0 wear, so I should be able to get some mileage out of it if I could actually make it mine, which I will definitely try to arrange. And if it were to become mine fully, I will be selling my Latitude. I actually like this more, even though my Latitude is faster. I actually don't think this thing will be compatible with the CPU from my Latitude, or otherwise I would use this CPU in the Latitude, because this is actually a Celeron M900, which is 2.2 GHz. Would be an upgrade for this Inspiron laptop here. But yeah, still not much of an upgrade, because it's only 2.2 versus 1.86. It does have 20% better single-threaded performance per clock, but oh well. Because that's because this one is not Conroe but Penryn based. So, but yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video on this Dell Inspiron 1525 in gorgeous white and in mint condition, as B Bishop PCM certified. Mint condition, yes sir. Okay, that's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Even though these videos are kinda have some long time in between, but yeah, what you gotta do.